WDID, you know that some of the world's greatest creative breakthroughs happened in the most unexpected places? Albert Einstein came up with his theory of relativity while dreaming. Steve Jobs had some of his best ideas while walking through the woods. But here's the kicker. One of the most common places people have their Eureka moments is, believe it or not, the shower. Yes, you read that right. The shower isn't just a place for getting clean, it's a creative powerhouse. In fact, research shows that nearly 72% of people say they've had their best ideas while in the shower. That's right, almost 3 out of 4 people. But why does this happen? And how can you tap into this hidden creative potential? In this video, we're going to dive into the science behind why showers are so great for creativity, share some surprising facts about how stress can actually fuel your creative genius, and give you strategies to unlock your own creativity anytime, anywhere. Ready to learn how to turn your daily routine into a creative breakthrough? Keep watching to find out how the shower can become your secret weapon for fresh, brilliant ideas. Chapter 1. The Shower Effect. Why water sparks genius. There's something magical about being in the shower that makes our creativity flow. But why does this happen? It turns out, there's science behind it. Water has a unique ability to relax our minds and bodies, which is why it's no coincidence that we often have our best ideas when we're under a stream of warm water. According to Dr. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, the psychologist who coined the term flow state, creativity thrives when we allow ourselves to relax. When we step into the shower, the usual distractions fade away, and our minds can wander freely, opening the door to new ideas. The act of taking a shower naturally helps us break free from the constant pressure to produce. In fact, studies have shown that some of the most creative moments occur when people switch tasks or environments. This is because our brain shifts into a relaxed state, which triggers subconscious thinking. Have you ever had a moment where you suddenly solved a problem after stepping away from it? That's the power of relaxation in action. Moreover, the sensory experience of water, whether it's the sound, the warmth, or the touch, gives our brain the space it needs to make new connections. When the brain is less stressed, it activates regions responsible for innovative thinking. That's why you might suddenly have a breakthrough while shampooing your hair. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. Next time you need a creative solution, try stepping into a warm shower. The water, combined with the sense of solitude, can work wonders. And here's something interesting. Research from the University of California, Santa Barbara found that people who experience a relaxed, comfortable environment are more likely to come up with creative solutions than those who are under pressure. So the next time you're stuck on an idea, you might just want to get wet. Chapter 2. Mind at ease. Ideas released. Unlocking the flow state. Creativity isn't just about coming up with wild ideas out of nowhere. It's about tapping into a state of mind where your thoughts flow without friction. This is what's known as a flow state, a term Dr. Csikszentmihalyi developed to describe when people are completely immersed in a task. And believe it or not, the shower is one of the best places to achieve this. In the shower, you're doing a repetitive activity, rinsing, scrubbing, washing, which allows your brain to relax and enter a focused state without conscious effort. Studies show that when people are engaged in simple, repetitive tasks, their brains shift into a more creative mode. According to a Harvard Business Review study, people often experience their most innovative thoughts when they're not actively trying to be creative. The simplicity of the shower gives the brain room to breathe and create without pressure. But why does this happen in the shower and not in, say, while sitting at a desk? The difference lies in the environment. The shower provides a sensory experience that's different from your typical workspace. The warm water, the sound of running water, and even the isolation from digital distractions can put you in a more relaxed, open mindset. Interestingly, it's not just water that works. A change in environment or routine is a big trigger for creativity. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, emphasizes the importance of creating an environment that nurtures creativity. Changing your setting can disrupt your usual thought patterns and help you make new connections. That's why, for some people, a walk, a coffee shop, or yes, a shower, can ignite brilliant ideas. Chapter 3. The Science of the Eureka Moment. what happens in our brain. The aha moment, also known as the Eureka moment, is something we've all experienced. It's that sudden flash of insight when the solution to a problem comes out of nowhere. So, what exactly happens in our brains during this moment? And why does it often happen in the shower? When we're under pressure or stuck on a problem, our brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for problem solving, gets too overloaded. But once we step away from the problem and let our minds wander, the brain activates different areas. A study published in Neuroimage showed that relaxed environments trigger the brain's default mode network, which is crucial for creativity. This is the network that allows us to make new connections, think outside the box, and have those Eureka moments. The shower helps to trigger this network. When you're under a stream of water, there's no immediate pressure to be productive, allowing your brain to switch into a mode where random thoughts and ideas can freely connect. According to Dr. Daniel Levitin, a neuroscientist and author of The Organized Mind, this relaxed state is essential for our brains to process information and make connections. This is why we often solve complex problems when we're not actively focused on them. This concept is backed by statistics. A study from the University of California, San Diego found that people were 47% more likely to come up with creative ideas after stepping away from a problem and engaging in an activity like showering. The brain, it seems, needs moments of rest to process information more effectively. So, the next time you're in the shower and an idea pops into your head, don't be surprised. It's your brain doing its magic, finding solutions while you're simply relaxing. It turns out, the best way to solve a problem may be to step away from it and let your brain do its work behind the scenes. If you're enjoying this video and learning some creative insights, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, so you never miss out on more brain hacks to boost your creativity. Chapter 4. Shifting your senses. Why changing your environment is key sometimes. All it takes to ignite creativity is a change in scenery. When you step into the shower, the environment is entirely different from your usual workspace. This shift is key to sparking new ideas. Dr. Robert Epstein, a leading researcher in creativity, says that people are often more innovative when they take a break from their daily routine. The brain thrives on variety, and simple changes in environment can reset your mental state, unlocking creative thinking. In a world where we're constantly plugged in, it's easy to get stuck in familiar thought patterns. The shower gives you a moment of mental reset. According to The Creativity Crisis by Shelley Carson, a psychology professor at Harvard, changing your sensory input, whether it's hearing the sound of water or feeling the warmth on your skin, can help you break free from mental blocks and allow your brain to make new associations. It's not just the shower. Even stepping into a different room, going for a walk, or changing your work environment can help you think differently. Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, explains how small environmental changes can trigger fresh ways of thinking. When we move out of our usual space, the brain is forced to re-engage, leading to greater innovation. So, next time you're stuck, try stepping into the shower or simply changing your surroundings. Studies show that this environmental shift works because it takes our focus away from the task at hand and onto something new, allowing our minds to process in the background. The University of California, Berkeley found that people are more creative when they step away from their work and change locations for even a few minutes. That's why creativity often strikes when we least expect it, like when we're in the shower, away from distractions. The key takeaway here is that the brain loves novelty. By exposing ourselves to new stimuli, we can unlock creative ideas. Changing your physical environment, even briefly, gives your brain the chance to reset, and in doing so, sparks new ideas. So, embrace the power of a fresh environment to unlock your creative potential. Chapter 5. From Stress to Success. How anxiety fuels creativity, and how to harness it. At first glance, anxiety and creativity may seem like an odd combination. But as it turns out, a little stress can actually fuel creative thinking. According to Dr. Sean Bylock, author of Choke, What the Secrets of the Brain Reveal About Getting It Right When You Have to, a small amount of pressure helps to improve performance. It triggers a burst of energy and focus, sharpening your mind. But how does anxiety translate into creativity? The brain under stress is more alert, and this heightened state can lead to innovative thinking. In fact, a study from the University of California, Los Angeles found that stress can enhance creative problem-solving skills, as the brain works overtime to come up with solutions. The key is not to let anxiety overwhelm you but to use it as fuel for your creative process. This is where the shower comes in. When we're stressed, our brains are overloaded with thoughts, and creativity seems impossible. But the shower offers a peaceful, sensory break from the constant bombardment of stressors. By stepping into a soothing environment, we can manage that anxiety and allow creativity to surface naturally. Daniel Goleman, author of Emotional Intelligence, explains how managing emotions and stress can lead to better creative outcomes. Next time you're feeling anxious, don't try to push the stress away. Embrace it. Use the energy to fuel your creativity. When you're in the shower, allow yourself to focus on the sensory experience of the water, rather than the stress. This shift in attention helps you access creative thoughts that would otherwise remain locked under pressure. There's also an interesting aspect of anxiety. It's often the feeling of uncertainty that pushes us toward creative solutions. According to a Harvard Business School study, people are more likely to think creatively when they are uncertain about the future. In a sense, anxiety and uncertainty go hand in hand, but that's precisely what sparks creative breakthroughs. So, the next time you feel a wave of stress coming on, try to harness that energy by focusing on the task at hand, like you would in the shower. Chapter 6. Your shower strategy. How to hack the creative process anytime. Now that you understand why the shower is such a powerful tool for creativity, let's talk about how you can hack this process and use it in any situation. The truth is, you don't have to wait for a moment of relaxation to spark your creativity. There are several strategies you can use to replicate the creative power of the shower anytime. First, try incorporating sensory elements into your environment. The act of showering engages all 5 senses, from the feel of water on your skin to the sound of it flowing. Recreate this experience by using relaxing music, scents, or even a warm bath to signal to your brain that it's time to switch gears. Dr. Alan Hirsch, a smell researcher, found that certain scents, like lavender or citrus, can stimulate brain activity and improve cognitive function. Another key strategy is to incorporate movement into your routine. Research shows that physical activity can boost creativity. John Cunios, a cognitive neuroscientist, explains that when we move, our brain becomes more active, which can lead to new ideas. Even something as simple as taking a brisk walk or stretching can increase creativity, much like the act of showering. Next, use the principle of incubation. This is the idea that stepping away from a problem can help your brain process information subconsciously. This concept was popularized by Doris Day, who found that the best time to solve a problem is when you're not actively focused on it. Try stepping away from your desk, taking a short walk, or even lying down to rest. These moments of relaxation often lead to sudden bursts of insight. One technique that has worked for many is the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working in short, focused bursts followed by a break. The break allows your mind to rest and reset, which is when creative ideas often surface. While you may not be in a literal shower, you're creating a similar mental environment of relaxation and focus. Finally, use the power of journaling. Just as ideas often come to us in the shower, they can also flow onto paper. Julia Cameron, author of The Artist's Way, advocates for morning pages, a practice of writing down whatever comes to mind first thing in the morning. This helps to clear your mind and allow new, creative thoughts to surface. By writing down your ideas as they come, you're setting up a creative channel that works just like a shower. By incorporating these strategies, you can harness the creative power of the shower anytime, anywhere. The key is to give yourself the mental space to let ideas flow, whether it's through sensory experiences, physical movement, or simply stepping away from the problem for a moment. Creativity isn't confined to one place. It's a process that can happen anywhere if you know how to tap into it. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more creative strategies you can use in your everyday life.